where we had left yesterday. So yesterday, if you see, we had done this sum. Okay, we were doing this sum. Okay, yesterday. So I hope you have understood this. Okay, we'll see few more questions on this. Okay, we'll see few more questions on this. Okay, so this is third question now. Let's see here. Here actually we are having the combination of two circular frames. Okay, wire frame is given to us. Okay, if you can see here, we have combination of two circular wire frames. Okay, now let us divide this wireframe in two parts. Let us divide this wireframe in two parts. Okay. So first part will be, I'm starting from this side. I'm starting from this side. Okay, this end. So suppose this is A. So from A, the current moves. Okay, like this. It moves like this, and it reaches this point B over here. Then from B to C. Okay. Then current moves like this from C to D, and then from D to A. So this is how the current is moving. This is how the current is moving now. Fine. This is how the current moves. Fine. Now, for two circles, okay, we are having two partial circles or half, okay, part of it. One is 3/4 of a circle, one is 1/4 of a circle, and we have two straight wires. BC and AD are straight wires. Okay. So if you remember yesterday's class, so can anyone tell me if the wire is like this? Okay, if we have a current carrying wire which is like this, and if I have a point which is along the wire, so what is the magnetic field at this point due to this current carrying wire? Can anyone tell me? Zero. Very good. Darshan and Balaji. Very good. Zero. Okay. So due to BC and AD wire, will the magnetic field at point O will be zero? Yes. Due to BC and AD, okay. Due to BC and AD, the magnetic field at point O will be zero or not? Yes. Yes. Okay. Good. So I'm directly writing over here. BC, magnetic field due to BC, and magnetic field, okay, magnetic field due to DA, okay, will be zero. Okay. Now you will be having magnetic field only due to the curve A to B of radius A and C to D of radius B. Okay. So magnetic field, okay, magnetic field due to AB curve, okay, which is of radius A. Now, what will be the value for this? Okay, we are supposed to calculate that. Okay, so just see here, mu naught I by 2A. Okay, we write 2R, R is the radius, so here A is the radius, so I'm writing A. Now, we write here theta by 360. Can you tell me what is the angle subtended by this two sides of these two radial lines? Yes. What theta value shall I put over here? What theta value shall I put over here? What theta value should I put over here? 270. Very good. So it will become 270. So I am writing it as mu naught I by 270. Okay. 270 divided by 2A into 360. Correct. if you solve this, okay, if I divide this by 9, okay, 90 actually, so I'll be getting as 3 by 4. I'll be getting it as 3 by 4. So this becomes 3 mu naught I by, okay, so this becomes 8a. 3 by 4, 8a, okay. Can you tell me the direction of this? Can you tell me the direction of this? Yes, can anyone tell me the direction of this? Just apply right hand thumb rule, right hand thumb rule, right hand thumb rule. Will it be in downward direction or coming towards you? Will it be into the plane or coming out of the plane? Into the plane or out of the plane? It will be into the plane. Very good. It will be into the plane. You just hold it. You just hold it. It will go into the plane. Okay. Now, due to CD, similarly, we will find due to CD wire. Okay. Magnetic field due to CD, which is of the radius B. Okay. So mu naught I by 2B over here I'll be writing within bracket 90 by 360 I will write. Okay. So this would become mu naught I by, okay, this will become 1/8. So 8B. This will be into the plane or outwards to the plane. This would be into the plane or outward to the plane. Yes. Will this be into the plane or outward to the plane? This will be also into the plane. So just see here, you are having two magnetic fields. One magnetic field is this and one magnetic field is this. They both are in same direction. Yes. Are they in same direction? Yes, they both are in the same direction. So I can add them directly. I can add them directly. So this becomes what? Mu naught I by 8. Okay. Within bracket 3 by A plus 1 by B, and the net direction, the direction of this magnetic field will be into the plane. The direction of magnetic field will be into the plane. Yes. Have you understood how did I solve this problem? Did you understand how did I solve this problem? Yes. Okay. So if you have understood this, okay, if you have understood this is a similar question. This is a similar question. Okay. So let me tell you about this. Okay. I'm not going to do this. This will be your homework. This will be your homework question. Okay. Let me tell you about this. You have, okay, you have this radius as A. You have this radius as A. Okay. And actually here you are not having anything. Okay. This I forgot to remove. Okay. Here you are not having anything. It will be like this. Okay. It will be like this. Now, this is of radius A. Okay. Suppose this is of 2A and this is of A. Fine. And the current if you see here, so it will be moving like this. It is moving like this. Okay. It is moving like this. One thing. Okay. Now, this line, if you see this line, okay, this line will make this theta over here. Okay. So this theta over here is suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So 360 by 7. This is the angle. Okay. Because it's having 7 equal parts. So you take this angle, 7 angle. Okay. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 8. It is not 7, it's 8. It's 8. Okay. This is the angle. Understood? Now you have to solve the question. Now you have to solve the question. I'm leaving this as a homework for you. I'm leaving this as a homework for you. Okay. So this is not a tough question. Don't be afraid of the configuration. Okay. Don't get afraid from the configuration. This is a very easy question. Okay. Just you proceed. This will be a very easy question once you start doing. Once you start doing it, this question will be very easy. Okay. The only thing you have to do is for these wires, you have to calculate once. Okay. So what you do, just calculate for 1 and multiply by 4. Okay. So magnetic field due to these wires is suppose B1. Okay. B1, and this is B1. Okay. So you calculate B1 and multiply it by 4. So this will be for that. Now, if you see this smaller circles, okay. Smaller circles, these one, 4 small circles. Okay. So this is suppose B2. This is suppose B2. Okay. So for that you will write what? 4B2. Okay. Now due to these straight wires, if you check due to these straight wires, okay, what you will have answer? 0. Due to these straight wires, the magnetic field will be 0. Okay. So if I assume them as B3, okay, B3. So B3 will be 0 due to straight wire. This will be due to of radius 2a, and this will be due to radius of a. Understood? Angle I have already told you. It is 360 by 8. It is 360 by 8. Okay. So I guess all of you can solve this now. Okay. Is there any doubt with this question now? I have explained you everything. Still, if you have any doubt, you just ask, because this is a homework question. I'm not going to tell you. Okay. I'm not going to solve it in the class. You will have this as a question. Homework question. Okay. And next class, I want the answers from each one of you. Next class, I want answers from each one of you. Okay. Is there anyone who is having any doubt in this now? Is there anyone who is having doubt in this question? Nobody? Okay. Now just see this question. In this question, at point P, you have to calculate. The magnetic field. Okay. These two cross, what you are seeing, these two cross. Okay. This one and this one. Okay. These are current carrying wires. So one wire is going into the plane. This wire over here. Okay. This wire over here, if you can see here, this one. Okay. This takes the current into the plane. Okay. From your side, it is going into the plane. And here, in this, the current is moving from the screen towards you. In this, the current is moving from the screen towards you. And in this, the current is moving from your side towards the screen. Okay. So you are having two wires now. Now, due to these two wires, what is the magnetic field at this point P? Okay. So this is a question where you have got two wires, okay. So suppose one wire is this. So what you will do, first of all, you will first draw the perpendicular line. So this is a perpendicular line. So this is suppose R1, first perpendicular line. This is the second perpendicular line, R2. Okay. This is the first perpendicular line, R1, and the another one is R2, the second perpendicular line. Understood? This way you will draw the perpendicular lines on the wire. Okay. So can you calculate R1 and R2 now? Yes. Can you calculate R1 and R2? So just see here. this distance is 4 meter, and this distance is 3 meters. So R1 and R2 will be equal. R1 and R2 lengths will be equal. So R1 will be equal to R2, and this length will be is equals to how much? 5 meter. Okay. Under root 3 square plus 4 square, this will be under root 25. So under root 25 is 5. Okay. So 5 meter is the length. Okay. Now, if I calculate phi 1 and phi 2, if I calculate phi 1 and phi 2, okay, for this wire, if I am calculating, okay, for this wire I am calculating. So phi 1 and phi 2, they both will be tending to 90 degree. They both will tend to 90 degree. Okay. And for this also, if you calculate phi 1 and phi 2 values, so this will also tend to 90 degree. This will also tend to 90 degree. Okay. This will also tend to 90 degree. Now, can you individually get the values? Can you individually get the values? Yes. So individual values, if I want to calculate due to infinite wire, okay. So yesterday itself we have solved this. So mu naught I by 4 pi r. Okay. R is the length. So I'm just substituting its value 5. Okay. So you within bracket what you are having? Within bracket what you are having? 2 sine of 5. 2 sine of 5. So this is 2 now. Okay. So you are having value mu naught I by 10 pi. 10 pi. Okay. Now, what is the direction of B1? What is the direction of B1? What is the direction of B1 now? If you see, the wire is going into the plane. The wire is going into the plane. Okay. So if you hold the wire in your thumb, so the magnetic field at this point, the magnetic field at that point, due to first wire will be like this, B1. Okay, just hold it like this. Okay, you will have that point towards downward. Okay, now if you hold the wire here, if you hold the wire at B2, okay, if you hold the wire at B2, so here also you will be having the magnetic field downward only. Okay, so this is in minus J cap. Okay, B2 also, if you calculate B2 also, so it will be mu naught I by 4 pi into 5 into 2. Okay, so this and this gets cancelled. You will be having mu naught I by 10 pi, and it will be also in minus J direction. Okay, now you can simply add them. So net, if you calculate, so you would be getting 5 pi, and it will be towards minus J direction. So this is the value now. This is the value now. Okay. So if anybody is having any doubt, you can ask now. Why did I multiply by 2? I multiplied it by 2 because what you will be writing here? What formula we have? Mu naught I by 4 pi r within bracket sine phi 1 plus sine phi 2, and phi 1 and phi 2 are what? Same. Phi 1, phi 2 are same. So what you will have this? This is 90. This is also 90. Phi 1 is 90. Phi 2 is 90. So this becomes 1 and 1. So 1 and 1 plus 1, 2. So what this becomes? 2 mu naught I by 4 pi r. Okay. Is it okay? Okay. You want the direction to be explained again. Okay. Now just hold your finger. You just hold this wire. Just hold this wire. Okay. Do one thing. Karunya. Okay. Just see. Hold that. Put your pen or pencil, whatever you are having in your hand, pen or pencil. Just point this pen or pencil. Just point this pen or pencil along this wire. Okay. Just point this pen or pencil along this wire. And how is this? That the point of the pen or the point of the pencil should be towards your screen. Okay, the point of the pen or the point of the pencil should be on the page. If you are having page, to put it on the page like that. Okay, and then hold the thing, this pen like that, such that your thumb points towards the direction of the screen. Okay, hold your pen or pencil, whatever you are having, such that your thumb point towards the tip of the thumb points towards the tip of the pen or pencil. Okay, if you are able to do that, okay, if you are able to do that, so just see where are your fingers going, where are your fingers going, are they going towards the vertical line, are they going towards the vertical line downward, are they going towards the vertical line downward? Yes. Okay, so that's the direction I have drawn, that's the direction of B1. Okay, same you do for the B2, same you can do for this wire, same you can do for this wire. What you have to do, you just take your pen or pencil. Okay, just take the pen and pencil so that the tip point towards the ceiling, the tip point towards the ceiling, and then hold. Okay, and then hold. If you have held that such that the thumb points towards the direction of the ceiling again. Okay, the thumb should point towards the direction of the tip. Okay, now just see where are your fingers going. Now just see where are your fingers going. Are they going in the same direction downward? Yes. Are they going in the same direction downward? Yes. Okay, so that's why I have drawn B2 like that. All of you understood this? All of you have understood this? Okay, so just see here, one thing I want to say, that I can draw so many of configurations. Okay, and we can do so many problems on this. Okay, but I'm not doing because it is all on the same concept. Okay, you have to see the perpendicular line, then you will find out the alpha, phi 1, phi 2. We can do all complete day this numericals and it won't end. So what I'm trying to say is that you should do the problem, okay, on your own. Okay, whichever book you have, first see Seeker's material if you have got, or if you are having the NCERT. Okay, so first follow that and try to think and solve the question. Okay, try to think and solve the question. It doesn't matter how many questions you solve. The main thing is that you should think about the question, you should analyze the question and then solve. Okay, if you're solving 20 questions in a day and you are not able to understand what is actually happening, so 20 questions solving is wasted. But if you're solving one question and that's a good question, you're thinking, you're putting your thought into that, that is more than enough. Okay, so this is my point. Okay, that whatever question you do, just to think about it, what are the possibilities, why you are writing this formula, why you are writing this case, why you are putting this value. Okay, so you have to do all the things and then solve the numericals. Okay, don't simply substitute the values in formula and go ahead. No, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way to solve the numericals. Okay, I'm not saying that you should solve 20 numericals, 30 numericals every day. No, you solve 10 questions only, 5 questions only. Okay, but those 5 questions and those 10 questions, whatever you are solving, you should be able to understand each and every point of that question. That yes, this question is asking this. This is the case, so that's why I am using this, and this is the thing. That's why I am putting this value. Okay, and now how can this question be twisted? This is also the way to do this question. Okay, so like that you should practice. Okay, so I'm not going into that like this questions more. Okay, just see this question and tell me how can you solve it. You just tell me the procedure, that will be enough. You just tell me the procedure, that will be enough. A similar question we have solved. A similar question we have solved. First, tell me which case it is. Is it infinite case, or is it semi-infinite case, or is it a finite length wire? Which case is this for these two wires? For these two wires, for this wire and for this wire, which case is this? For this wire and for this wire, is this an infinite case or a semi-infinite case or a finite case only? Yes, semi-infinite case. Very good. Semi-infinite case. Fine. Okay. what will be the magnetic field? What will be the magnetic field? Suppose if I'm considering wire 1, okay, I'm considering them as wire 1, 2 and 3. I'm considering them like that, 1, 2 and 3. Is it okay? I'm considering them as 1, 2 and 3. Now, the magnetic field due to 1 and 3, the magnetic field due to 1 and 3 will be in which direction? The magnetic field due to 1 and 3 will be in which direction? So for that, what you have to do, just keep your pen in the direction of first wire. Just keep your pen in the direction of first wire such that tip points towards the origin or towards the direction of current. This is the direction of current I have shown you. This is the direction of current I have shown you. Okay. So keep the pen such that the tip points towards the direction of the current. Okay. And now hold this. And now hold this. Okay. And now hold this pen such that your thumb points towards the tip only. Such that the pen points towards the tip only. Okay. Now, just to see, okay, this point O lies on your fingers side or towards your knuckles side? Tell me. This point O will lie towards your finger side or towards the knuckle side of the wire, of the pen? I got only one answer from Gautam. It is correct, Gautam. Anybody else? Do one thing, that hold your pen in the direction of the current. Okay, the tip should point towards the current direction. Okay, then hold your wire, hold that pen in your hand, right hand, such that your thumb should point towards the tip, such that the pen should this thumb should point towards the tip. Now you tell me, this this O point is towards your knuckle side, your knuckle is closer to it, or your fingers are closer to that? Yes. It's towards the knuckle side. It's towards the knuckle side. That's why you will see your knuckle now. You will not see your fingers now. What you will see? You will see your knuckles. Now just see your knuckles. Are they pointing towards the screen or they are pointing away from the screen? Are they pointing towards the screen, into the screen? Yes. Where are they pointing? Towards. They are pointing towards, downward. They are pointing downward. Okay. They are pointing downward. Did you understand this? Did you understand this point now? Okay. So that will be the direction of the magnetic field. That will be the direction of magnetic field at point O due to wire 1. Similarly, you can do for wire 3 also. Similarly, you can do for the wire 3 also. Okay. So I'm just calculating the values and telling you the magnetic field due to wire 1. The magnetic field due to wire 1 will be, what you will write? Mu. This is a semi-infinite case. So mu naught I by 4 pi r. Okay. Mu naught I by 4 pi r. Understood? Due to wire 3, what you will write? Mu naught I by 4 pi r. Okay. Due to B2, what you will write? It will become mu naught I by 2r. Okay. Within bracket, will you write 180 by 360? 180 by 360? 180 by 360. Okay. What will be the direction for this now? What will be the direction for this now? Will it be into the plane? Will it be into the plane? Yes. So B2 is now mu naught I by, this will become 4r. Okay. So these are the values. Now you just calculate the direction, you find out the direction. if you see, this will be going in minus k direction, and these will go in minus j direction, because this will go downward. Okay, if you see, this is a plane, this is in xy plane, sorry, xz plane. Okay, this wire is in xz plane. So if you hold the wire, so it will go downward, it will go downward. Okay, this is on 2D, that's why we are seeing that it is going into the screen, but this is actually kept along xz wire. So this will be along minus j direction, this will be along minus k direction. So this will be the magnetic field. Now, this will be the magnetic field of the, due to this configuration at point O. Fine. Okay. So we are going to do the next question. We are going to do a next question. Okay. You have to think a little bit in this question, next question. Just see this. This says a circular loop of radius r. Okay. We have a circular loop of radius r carries a current I. So let us draw that. We are having a circular loop. We have a circular loop like this, okay, of radius r, small r. Now, it carries a current I. So the direction is not given to me. So I am assuming this to be the direction, clockwise direction current. Okay. A straight wire carrying a current 4I. A straight wire carrying a current 4I be placed in the plane of circle so that the magnetic field at the center becomes 0. Can you think of this question, what it is saying? Yes. What actually this question is saying, can you think of it? This question says that you have two systems. One is a circular wire frame, one is a straight wire. Now, due to both wires, okay, the magnitude of the field at the center of the circle must be 0. This is what they are saying. Now, the wire which you are having, it can be placed here. It can be placed here. Okay, it can be placed here, as well as it can be placed here. Also, it can be placed at any angles also. So anywhere I can assume it. Okay, anywhere I can assume it. So I'm assuming that this wire is kept at this point, like this. Okay, this wire is kept like this. Is it okay? The distance of this wire from this center is suppose x. Is x. Now, this circular loop current, I have already assumed that this is going downward. This is going downward. Okay. Now, if I assume a current, in this direction, okay. If I assume a current in this direction, okay, as well as in this direction, suppose two directions I'm taking. This is the first direction I'm considering. This is the second direction. Now you tell which direction should I consider, first one or the second one? Which direction shall I consider, first one or the second one? Which direction shall I consider, first one or second one? With the reason. If you can write with the reason, okay, without guessing, that will be better. If you can write the answer without guessing, reason also, if I can get it. Yes, Darshan, your answer is correct. Your answer is correct. I want the reason. Your answer is correct. I want the reason. The current should be okay. That Balaji, I want your reason for this. What is the reason for this? Why you are saying that? Why you are saying that? Okay, I'll tell you. I will tell you. See, the net magnetic field has to be because opposite direction. Okay, opposite direction of magnetic field, I guess you are saying. Okay, 2 because Magnetic field direction is okay. Okay, I'll explain you now. Okay, just see here. What is the direction? What is the direction of the magnetic field due to the circular wire? What is the direction of magnetic field due to the circular wire? Yes, due to this circular wire, what is the magnetic field direction? If you see, will it be upward? Yes. Sorry, will it be downward? It will be where? Downward. It will be downward into the plane. It will be downward into the plane. Okay. So due to this wire, it is downward into the plane. Okay. Now, if it is downward, okay, and to make it zero, the magnetic field should be in same direction or in opposite direction. To make this magnetic field zero, this new magnetic field due to straight wire, it should be in the same direction or opposite direction. It should be in the opposite direction. It cannot be in the same direction. If you arrange the current, if you put the current such that magnetic field is in the same direction, it will add up. To cancel the direction, to cancel the magnetic field, it should be in the opposite direction. Now, the magnetic field of this wire should be where? It should be upward. It should be coming towards you. Now, which magnetic field is giving you that? Which current is giving you that? Just see this first one. So if I take this first wire, okay, so this point O, this point, center point, okay, due to this wire, due to this current one, okay, the magnetic field at the center is where? Going into the plane. It is going into the plane, okay. So this is wrong. This is wrong. This is not correct. This is not correct. Okay. This one is correct. Okay. I hope you have understood the reason why the current should be taken in the upward direction. Okay. Like this. Now, can you calculate the value of the magnetic field? One more thing. If they have to cancel each other. If the magnetic field at the center has to be cancelled each other. So can I say that magnetic field due to wire, magnetic field, okay, magnetic field due to circular loop, okay, will be equal to magnetic field due to straight wire. Can I say it like this? Yes. This will be the only case, then only they will cancel each other, na? If this is the case, then only they will cancel each other. Fine. Okay. So magnetic field due to circular loop. Okay. How will I write? Mu naught I by 2R. Mu naught I by 2R will be equal to mu naught I by 4R, 4 pi R. Okay. Sorry, 4 pi X. 4 pi X. Okay. Within bracket. Okay. Within bracket, what you should write? Within bracket, what you should write? Yes, within bracket, what you should write? You should write it as sine of phi 1 plus sine of phi 2. One more thing. Just see here, what is the current in the straight wire? The current in the straight wire is 4I. The current in the straight wire is 4I. Okay. So I'll substitute here 4. Okay. I'll put it 4 over here. Okay. 4I. The current over here is 4I. 4I. Okay. Now, what is the value of phi 1 and phi 2? Can you tell me what will be the value of phi 1 and phi 2? Phi 1 and phi 2. What will be the values? See here. How should a long straight wire means what? Infinite wire. Yesterday itself I told you, in questions you will have this word, long straight wire. Long straight wire means infinite wire. Phi 1 and phi 2 values will be 90. So this value turns out to be 1. This value turns out to be 1. Okay. So this is now what? Mu naught 4I divided by 2 pi X, and this side mu naught I by 2R. Okay, now cancel the things. So see here, mu naught I gets cancelled. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Fine. Anything else? No. Can you calculate X value from here? Yes. So you will have you will have 4r by pi as your answer. 4r by pi as your answer. Now, see this, there is nothing hard in this. There is nothing very tough in this. Okay, there is only simple logic, a simple understanding of vectors and the values. If you know this, if you can read this question, you can simply solve this question. There is no like any tough question is this. Okay, no tough question is this. You have to find out the magnetic field, okay, at the center, such that the net magnetic field due to circular wire and due to the straight wire must be 0. Now, the direction of the magnetic field due to circular wire is downward, so the direction of magnetic field due to straight wire must be upward. Then only they will cancel each other. This should be your basic understanding. Okay, if the net field is 0, the both the field must be pointing towards away from each other. They should not be pointing in the same direction. They should be pointing away from each other. Then only you will get it cancelled. Then only you will get it cancelled. Okay, it cannot be at an angle. It cannot be at an angle because partially it will get cancelled, partially it won't get cancelled. Partially it will get cancelled and partially it won't be getting cancelled. Understood? That's why it should be in the opposite direction. Okay, I hope you have understood this sum. I hope you have understood this sum. Okay. So one more question is there. This is a very important question. This is a very important question. This is little, what I can say, not tough, but if you have understood the derivation, the complete analysis, okay, then you will be able to do it, because this is one question which is not based on the formula. In physics, this is the only problem, that most of us want a question which will be based on the formula. Okay, we'll get the values, put in the formula and get the result. No, this is not physics. Okay, actually this is not science. That is a particular case. That's a particular case. That's a particular way of analyzing the things. Okay, now in this question, how this is different from what we have analyzed, we will just now see. We'll see it just now. Okay, so if you see this case, if you closely observe this case, okay, now I want you to take a pen and paper, and whatever I say, I want you to do that. That's it. Okay, with me, whatever I instruct, okay, I hope all of you will do. Okay, so just take your pen and paper and draw this figure, because I want you people to analyze this question. Okay, I want you people to analyze this question. So just take a pen and paper, okay, and draw this figure very quickly. Draw this figure quickly. Okay, I hope you have drawn it. Okay, all of you have done that. Okay, now first step. This is a finite wire or an infinite wire? Tell me, this is a finite wire case or infinite wire case? Is this a finite wire case or an infinite wire case? Sorry, finite, infinite, semi-finite or infinite? Sorry, semi-infinite or infinite? I had to ask him, this is not a finite actually. Semi-infinite or infinite? I had to ask in between these. Semi-infinite or finite? It's a semi-infinite. Good. Now, first step is to draw the perpendicular line. First of all, you all try to draw the perpendicular line on this wire. Try to draw the perpendicular line. Okay, the shortest distance. What is the shortest distance from this wire? What is the shortest distance from this wire? Yes. Shortest distance from this wire. How will you draw this? Just see here. All of you just follow on the screen. We had this wire. We had a point over here. First step, what I told you, to draw the shortest distance, to get the shortest distance. Try to get the shortest distance here. Here itself, most of you would have got stuck. Most of you would have got stuck here itself. You will not be able to find out which is the shortest step. Anybody who has found out? Anybody who has found out? Yes. Okay. Let me tell you how you will do this. You are supposed to extend this line up to here. You are supposed to extend this here. Imagining, now this is your wire. Imagining that this is your wire. Actually, this is not the wire right now. Actually, this is not your wire. Just to calculate R value, just to calculate for R, I am doing like this. Just to calculate R, we are doing like that. Okay. So what you have to do? You have to extend that wire downward. Now can you find out? Now can you find out? Yes. Now it is very easy to draw. Now it is very easy to draw. Okay. Now it is very easy to draw. This is the perpendicular line. Yes. Have you understood? First thing what you have to do, you have to extend this line. You have to extend this line and you will get a perpendicular. So this is the shortest distance R. Okay. Fine. Now, what is the second thing we were doing? What is the second thing we were doing? One end of the wire is here and another end of the wire is here. Okay. One end of the wire is here and another end of the wire is here. Okay. Now, you are drawing line from this wire to this end to this point and from this end to this point. Okay. Now, just see here. Your one end is going up to infinity. Your one end is going up to infinity. So the one which goes to infinity, phi 1 becomes 90 degrees. Okay. So if I draw a line like this, okay. If I draw a line like this, so this angle will become what? 90 degree, almost 90 degree. This will become, okay. So this becomes 90 degree. What about this second angle? What about second angle? Are you having a wire here? Are you having a wire here or you are having a wire here? Which is your wire? Yes. Where is your wire? Are you having your wire this side or you are having a wire this side? Which one? This one or this one? Tell me. Which one is your wire? First or second? I guess second. I guess second is the wire. Okay. We cannot draw for the first one. This first one is wrong. This first one is wrong. Okay. This first one is wrong. Okay. Now, which angle you will take? Which angle you have to consider? You have to consider this angle. You have to consider this angle. You are supposed to consider this angle. Correct? So one angle is 90 degree. Now you have to consider this angle. What is that angle? What is that angle? You have to find out now. Okay. So just see here. This is 37 given to me. This is 90 degree. What will be this angle? So I can write 180 minus 90 minus 37 becomes this angle. This is suppose X, angle X. So how much will I get? I will get 53. Okay. So this angle becomes 53. If this is 53, this becomes how much? This becomes how much? 37. So one angle is 90, one angle is 37. Is it clear to everyone now up to here? Yes. So what formula you will write now? What equation, what values you will write in the equation? Yes. What values you are going to write in the equation? Just see. Magnetic field B will be given as mu naught I by 4 pi, okay, 4 pi R within bracket, sine of 90 plus or minus sine of 37? Which one will you choose? Which one you will choose out of plus or minus? Which one is correct? Plus or minus? You have to tell me the reason also. This is very obvious. This is very obvious, but you have to tell me with the reason. You have to tell me with the reason. You have to tell me with the reason. We have to use minus sign here. We have to use minus sign here. I'm telling you the reason also. Just see here. When you integrated this, if you remember, okay, so we wrote mu naught I by 4 pi r, and here we wrote sine phi, and we integrated from minus phi 1 to plus phi 2. And why this minus sign was coming? Because this is measured anti-clockwise and one was measured clockwise. So because this was measured clockwise, that's why this is minus sign. But because if both are measured in the same side, okay, so what I'll write now? I'll write this also as plus. And now when you substitute, you'll get psi phi 2 minus sine phi 1. Do you understand this? You will get sine phi 2 minus sine phi 1. You'll get like that. You'll not write minus sine phi 1 because it's not in the two different directions. Now it is in the same direction. So you are not supposed to integrate from minus phi 1 to phi 2. Okay, you have to integrate it from phi 1 to phi 2 now. Same sign you will substitute, and then you will get a minus sign. I hope this point you have understood. Okay, now what is the value of r? What is the value of r now? What is the value of r? Can anyone tell me what is the value of r? Yes. What is the value of r here? Will r be a cos of 37? A cos of 37. Very good. Gautam, very good. 4a by 5. Very good. R value will be 4a by 5. Very good. A cos of 37. A cos of 37. Okay. Just find out cos 37 in this triangle. In this triangle, find out in this triangle. Okay. If you can see this triangle, just see here. In this triangle, find out cos 37. Okay. Cos of 37 you find out. You will get the value. Okay. So just substitute the values now. You will get all the things. Mu naught I by 4 pi, r value is 4a by 5. Sine 90 is 1 and sine 37. What is sine 37? It is 3 by 5. Sine 37 is 3 by 5. Okay. Sine 37 is 3 by 5. So this becomes 2 by 5. Now you can solve this. Okay. Now you can solve this. Okay. So did you understand here? This was a good problem. Very good problem. Okay. Little bit of variation we have seen in this. That if the wires are not on the same, are not on the opposite side of the point, okay, then how you will solve it? Okay. So one more question I am giving you. Okay, not here, but you will get in Learnity. You will get this in Learnity, not here. Okay. Learnity. Yesterday you had got the questions or not? Yesterday I told you that you will get the question on Learnity. So physics questions you were able to get. Yes. Okay. Okay. So today also you will get few questions there itself. Understood? There I will include one question on this. Okay. I'll just change the value. You will solve it. Okay. You will solve it. I'll just change the value. A question on this I will give you. Okay. Just see this. This question I will put. Okay. Then I will also put this question. Where that has gone. This question I will also put. Okay. This question also I will put. Okay. So now you take the slides, screenshots of the slide. Okay. How did you get 4a by 5? Okay, how did I get 4a by 5? Okay, so just see this triangle there. Just see this triangle. Okay, I'm taking out this triangle out. So this triangle is somewhat like this, if you can see. Okay, this is P point, this is distance A, this is 90 degree, this is R, and this angle is 37. So what is cos of 37 now? Yes, is it base upon hypotenuse? Is it base upon hypotenuse? So what is base? R. What is hypotenuse? A. So A cos 37 will be now R. And what is cos 37? What is cos 37? It is 4 by 5. And cos 53 is 3 by 5. Like this I have got. Okay. So just take the screenshots now. Okay. Questions you will get in Learnity. Okay. Do it fast. This is the homework. You will get it from the Learnity. Okay. This is the homework. You'll get it from the Learnity. So a similar question on this eighth question I will be giving in Learnity also. Okay, I'll just change the data and I want everybody to do it step by step. Okay, and finish that question. Okay. So with this, anybody is having any doubt in this? Anybody is having any doubt in today's class? Okay. So I'll end this lecture now. Okay. Homeworks for today you'll get from the Learnity. Okay. So go and check the Learnity and download the physics homework. Okay.